And welcome back to Atreyu News. It is now May the 18th, Thursday, in the afternoon. Breaking: viral outbreak reported in the cursed state of California. According to reports, over 2,000 cases of norovirus have been reported in Yolo County, California. KCRA reported the number of norovirus cases in Yolo County has more than doubled, health officials said. At least 2,091 students, teachers, and staff connected to several schools have been sickened by the gastrointestinal illness, Yolo County Public Health Officer Beth Gaber said. Gaber said the health department has received more calls concerning sick students. Just Monday, officials said there are at least 1,000 cases of the norovirus. The number of sick people is increasing every day at a very alarming rate, Gaber last week said. 40 out of 65 public schools in the county are affected. The school districts impacted by the stomach viruses are Davis, Esparto, Washington, Woodland, Winters, and the University of California. Norovirus is highly contagious and can spread through contact with an infected person by touching a contaminated surface or eating and drinking contaminated food or drink. Symptoms, which can last between 1 to 3 days, include fever, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, and stomach pain, health officials said. Health officials warned the public to stay home for 48 hours after symptoms go away and to wash your hands regularly to prevent the spread of the norovirus. There are no medications or antibiotics that treat norovirus, but some people require hospitalization or IV fluids. More about the virus. It affects people of all ages. The virus is transmitted by fecally contaminated food or water, by person-to-person contact, and via aerosolization of vomited virus and subsequent contamination of surfaces. Annually, the norovirus is associated with 906,000 outpatient visits in industrialized countries, with 64,000 inpatient hospitalizations. In developed countries, it is associated with 1.1 million hospitalizations with an estimated 218,000 deaths. So make sure to wash your hands and be safe out there. California's Attorney General just declined to investigate the $175 million UC scam. California Attorney General Xavier Becerra suggested he would not independently investigate the report from the state audit that exposed the University of California's president's secret $175 million fund. Fox News reported. Becerra said Sunday that the audit was an issue for the California state legislature to handle, even amid concerns over Napolitano's interference with the audit. I think it is appropriate for the state legislature to closely examine the audit. I believe the president of the UC system will continue to come forward with information. I think we have to get to the bottom of this, Becerra said on NBC4's news conference program. The report discovered a hidden reserve that had been growing thanks to Napolitano's office overestimating the 10-campus university system's needs. Any formal probe into Napolitano's office would involve questioning of the UC regents, the governing body of the UC system responsible for fiscal oversight. According to the California Constitution, it is entirely independent of all political and sectarian influence and kept free therefrom in the appointment of its regents and in the administration of affairs. Napolitano, who served as Secretary of Homeland Security in the Obama administration, is herself a former regent, and some members and former members of the board are prominent Democrats. They include Richard Bloom, husband of Senator Dianne Feinstein, California Governor Jerry Brown, who appointed Becerra to his post as Attorney General, and California Assembly Speaker Anthony Redden. Becerra was asked if he would be more inclined to probe the UC system if the board of the regents were stacked with Republican members whom he did not have political relationships. I will go after any entity that is taking advantage of the California public, especially our tax resources, unless they're Democrats, obviously, Becerra said. acknowledging the familiar names and expressing confidence that the individuals would come before the legislator and give the information we need. Well, I wouldn't hold my breath. Liberals throwing fits over Sheriff Clarke joining Trump team. Look what they are saying. Oh, we saw this coming. Well, Sheriff Joe Clarke, he represents law and order, and a strong man, and a strong, straight man for that matter, which stands against the Democrats because they represent the opposite. Politicians and ex-Obama employers are in an uproar over Sheriff Clarke's joining Trump's White House. DailyCaller.com reports Sheriff David Clarke is taking a job as an assistant secretary in the Department of Homeland Security, but a lot of people are not happy about his new gig. Well, I am. Juliet Kayyem, who used to serve in the same role under President Obama, said she is floored and feels for her former staff members. From Juliet Kayyem, for those of you I'm just meeting, Clarke is taking my old position under Obama. I am floored and feel for my career staff. Why? Because he'd do a better job than you ever could? And of course, Black Lives Matter leader DeRay McKesson said the hiring makes a mockery of the entire government. This is a mockery of the entire government. Clarke is not fit to be in any role. Oh, that's funny, isn't it? Well, he made it to sheriff. How do you think he got there? By following the law and being great at his damn job. And so he will at this position too. Be great for it.